Hey everybody. Thank you so much for checking out my video. This one, okay, two things I kind of wanted to cover. Um, I am stating my age. I'm 42 years old, early 80s baby. Okay. Would have been class of 2000 had I actually finished high school. Anyway, technically I'm class of 2007 because that's when I got my GED. I passed on the first go. Anyway, but yeah, on that note, um, I have some gray hairs in my head. Um, for the most part, I don't think I have a huge concentration except around here. Okay, around here. Y'all see those? Right there. Okay, I got some around there, and I got some around here. I'm using a filter, by the way. I noticed it just popped off just now. I'm like, oh no. But anyway, it's okay. I love my long eyelashes on this filter. That's probably my favorite part. Anyway, but yeah, so I got this a little bit of gray hair, and I've been watching women do these videos. First off, okay, so I love to see a beautiful gray-haired woman. Like I like follow those pages a lot when I see like a really beautiful gray-haired woman. And I don't mean someone who looks like someone's great grandmother, no tea, no shade, but I just mean like somebody who looks like they could pretty much be my age, give or take, but they have like gray hair and stuff. I just think that's so pretty. It kind of reminds me of Storm, right? I have seen like people comment like, "Oh, you should dye your hair." When clearly that's how they want their hair, right? Gosh, okay, I was going to talk about one thing, and then now this makes me think of another thing that I saw in a video by one of my favorite creators. I'm going to get into that. Shonda's video about this girl's lips. I'm going to get into that. But before I do, let me just say about the gray hair thing. So, yeah, I follow these women. Here and there, I will see women who, if we're being honest, yeah, if you dyed your hair, you would look younger, more likely than not. I mean, I can't say factually, but I think you would look younger. If that's what matters to you, that's not what matters to everybody. Some women truly embrace their age. With me, I want to look younger, but I also am working on embracing my age in a weird way. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. I'm like of two minds, but I'm more leaning towards the wanting to look younger thing. And I had asked one person in particular. I was like, "Hey, if you have about this much gray that I have in my hair, would you dye it?" And she said yes. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So, but I really I grew up with my mom dyeing her hair. My mom went prematurely gray, like back in her 20s and stuff. And I grew up like watching her have to dye her hair all the time. And I have not dyed my hair in many years, and it wasn't to cover gray, it was to lighten it. The gray is something that's just been popping up heavy during the pandemic. Like that pandemic took a lot out of me. So anyway, if I get it colored, I like the idea of doing henna. I don't know, but I also like the idea of bleaching my hair blonde. Anyway, no one asked, but I was going to say if you do care about looking younger, then perhaps consider dyeing it. But if you are one of those women that you truly embrace your age, then do what you want. Go naturally gray, whatever. But yeah, so anyway, there's that. Like I posted this picture recently. You could see, again, I don't have a crap ton of grays overall, but like in these, like in the temple area, I do. And then it was like poking out in this picture I posted. I'm like, I look so old because of that. But anyway, okay, that's neither here nor there. The other thing I wanted to get on was about this video by a creator named Shonda, who I adore. I don't agree with her opinion every single time, but 90 something percent of the time I'm with her. Like I love that little lady. Okay. Now, about her, because she looks like she's really little. That's why I call her a little lady. Anyway, but about her, just love her to pieces. She did a video where it was a stitch with this woman who said she had her lips were full. Okay, which some people's lips are naturally that way. And when I say some people, in this case, I'm referring to people that don't look like me, because these are mine. Well, kind of, sort of, because I am wearing a filter, but I have full lips, as you can tell. Anyway, point is that she said that her friend, the woman that Shonda was commenting on, that her friend had told her that she needs to stop with the fillers or something like that. And Shonda was like, your friend's a girl's girl. She could have talked about you behind your back, but she told you to your face and da-da-da. Here's the thing, y'all. Okay, presuming that this is a heterosexual woman, again, and I kind of talked about this in that long video that I did. Okay, I watched another creator who said something that was so freaking funny to clap back at her haters, but it was the truth. And she's as sweet as can be. Her name is Lisa D, I think. And anyway, she did this video where she said, because she gets some women, okay, her content seems to be more female oriented, right? She does a beauty channel and it's female oriented. Well, here and there, you will have these women who feel comfortable making criticisms about this woman's appearance. And from there, she commented, she said, I'm trying to appeal to men, okay? And she's married to a man. So I guess she's trying to appeal to her husband most, but men, okay? So that's just something to think about when you're a woman who has an opinion about another woman. Of course, we're going to have opinions. Yeah, I mean, I'm a woman, I got opinions, but it's not for you, honey. It's not for you. I mean, unless it's for you, then it's not for you, okay? Just something to think about, because, and by the way, no one's done this to me. I'm not commenting on anything that's happened to me. All the female love has been love. I mean, it literally has been positive and love, and thank you, and I love you guys so much. And I know one day I am going to get those nasty comments, but, you know, it's all been love. So I don't mean for me, but that is something that came to mind. It's like, who cares what I think or what you think or what she thinks or she thinks, because that chick is trying to appeal to males and we're not men. Okay? And it kind of brings me to what I was saying about the BBL thing when I said, if I see an obvious BBL, I don't think that that is pretty nor attractive to me, but it isn't meant to be. This girl didn't go to the Dominican Republic and risk her life and her kidney so that I can say whether or not she's hot. It's not for me. It's not. It's for the fellas. And you know what? They seem to like it. So that's what, you know what I mean? But, and same thing, if you want to wear your hair gray, wear your hair gray. It's like, people are so comfortable attacking other people's appearance, and it's just kind of funny. I don't know. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I can be a hypocrite about this, okay? I try not to do it too much publicly, but privately, ooh, don't read my group chats. That's all I'm saying. But no, seriously, like, people, we're just like so comfortable talking about shit that is really none of our damn business when it really boils down to it. And I don't mean a celebrity that makes their business our business, but I mean, it's not your business, or it's not my business what you look like ultimately. And as far as my content right now, where I'm talking about all this looksism stuff, I'm trying to reach people who are just like me, who are looking for this information. If you're not looking for this information, then it's not for you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, as they say. But if it does, you know, just letting you know, hey, I'm a safe space. I know what you're going through. I've gone through the same thing. I'm still going through this, and let's do it together. You know, you got somebody who you can do this together with, you know. Anyhow, what is the last bit? By the way, how come no one told me that that chicken teriyaki from Panda Express was the bomb? No one told me that that was like the greatest thing ever. Ugh, I'm in love. Oh my gosh. And it's also Walk Smart according to their menu. So I'm just like, that's wonderful. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.